Google announced that they would be creating a new holding company called Alphabet. Larry Page explained that Alphabet will encompass a smaller company just called Google that's created to focus on their original core mission. Alphabet will also be the umbrella over the big growth industries like driverless cars and drones, as well as all that other crazy stuff that the formerly called Google company had embraced. That's technology that will help you live forever, dropping internet from the sky with balloons. Larry Page will be the CEO of Alphabet, and Sergey Brin will serve as president. Ruth Porat, Google's current CFO, will be Alphabet's CFO. Alphabet will replace Google Incorporated as the business traded on the stock market, and Page says, quote, all shares of Google will automatically convert into the same number of shares of Alphabet with all of the same rights. Google will become a wholly owned subsidiary of Alphabet. Our two classes of shares will continue to trade on NASDAQ as Goog-L and Goog, end quote. Mike Murphy points out in court that the company formerly called Google has created a project or a product for every letter in the alphabet. Now, the entity that we are now instructed to refer to as Google will be a slimmer company focused on search, ads, Chrome, maps, apps, YouTube, and Android. Former Google Senior Vice President of Product, Sundar Pichai, is the new CEO. He is essentially already doing this job. To put it lightly, Google's letter, which also included a regulatory filing, created more questions than it did answers. How will this work financially, since ad revenue from Google's core business is what pays for all of the other crazy ventures that they've been trying over the last few years? Or is this why they've made the change? Because as we move to mobile, it's become harder to monetize search. Now, it's a good bet that recent investor criticism of Google as being unfocused is part of the reason for the change. I also suspect that Alphabet might be designed around avoiding embarrassment or financial risk when things like Google Glass or Google Plus fail so publicly. The New York Times and many others on Twitter pointed out that this move is similar to what Warren Buffett did with his industrial empire when it became too large and unwieldy. He created an umbrella company called Berkshire Hathaway that includes everything from underwear to aerospace components, as of this morning. Of course, Page never used the term conglomerate in his letter in reference to Alphabet. Instead, he used the much friendlier phrase collection of companies. Of course, we'll be following the story as it develops.